I would say my biggest strength is probably making things just in general because I know how to do a lot of things, but it teaches me, well, I would say learning how to make new things because it teaches me the correct way to do things just in case I was doing it wrong or whatever. It helps me out a lot more for my profession. I think leadership is very important in the kitchen because without a leader, a lot of things can fail and go wrong. And when you're in the kitchen and you're making food for somebody, you don't want anything to go wrong. You want everybody to like your food and you want the presentation to be perfect and you don't want anything looking sloppy or whatever. So that's why I think I'm a leader, because I don't allow that. Communication is one, if not the biggest thing, because without the communication, you won't be able to, let's just say you won't be able to make something the right way, because if a recipe calls for salt and you add salt and you didn't communicate with somebody and they added more salt and people keep adding salt, the product may be too salty and it won't be sellable or enjoyable. Patience on a gingerbread house. Well, it really seems simple like once you think about it, but it's not really simple because you have to worry about the gluing the element together with everything we use is going to be edible, and you have to make sure there's no visible glue marks on it, because if you see the visible glue marks, then it's not going to be too much a good piece to show for a 360 view, and sometimes it takes a while to get a piece at the right angle. So if you don't have patience, then you're probably gonna fail a lot with making a gingerbread house in Pacific. Depending on what kind of gingerbread house you do, because there's different themes you can choose. Ours that we're gonna be doing is a playhouse. So it's just like different playhouse aspects of what you would see in a playhouse, whether it's normal or not normal. So it just depends on the different theme, if it's going to be detail oriented or not. Teamwork on this project is very important because in the amount of time that is allotted to us, you don't know what may go wrong, so you need your team to know, like, if a piece breaks, you need your team to know if we're going to have time to make it, to let it sit, firm up, so we can replace that piece. And the team helps you out with a lot of the designs of it and the just placing it together. So the team is extremely important. Some of the details would be fondant and modeling paste and marzipan paste and gum paste. Obviously it would be a gingerbread, which is a gingerbread cookie just spread out and cut out into a house form. And well, isomalt, which is used to glue it together. For the final piece, it's used to glue it together, and you have the colors. Depending on what color you wanted to do it, you can paint it, or if you're working with fondant and marzipan, it's very easy to color it. So you just add a little bit into it, and you just knead it in your hands and get it to the color that you want. It is very much edible because everything that we're using, it's 100% edible. You can eat it. So if you were just making this gingerbread house for somebody to see and then eat, you can gladly let them eat it because it's edible, and it's basically candy. Instead of using regular candy, we're going to be using marzipan and gum paste instead of gum drops and things like that. So it's very much edible. I'm kinda a little fast-paced, and then I like to be intricate at the same time. I'm fast-paced in the sense of I like to get things that like to get everything mise en place style, and I like everything to be done, so at least in a mixer, mixing or whatever. And as far as when it comes out, I like to actually sit there and take my time, no matter how long it takes. I like to take my time so I know that I'm doing a good job, and then when a client sees it, that they're gonna like it. I would say it made me a lot more confident in my abilities. A lot of the things that I've done, I have always doubted myself. I have been my own critic, worst critic, and AI has gave me the confidence to know that I'm able to make a good product and put it out there, and having not only people in other teams taste it and around the school taste it, but having my family and friends taste it and like it, it gave me the confidence to know that I am doing good at what I do and I picked the right thing to do. My grandfather, he was in the Army, and after he finished the Army, he was serving in the war, and then he started to be a chef in the Army. So after he did that, like, he would bring me home tell me stories about it from when he was overseas or whatever, and it's like I always felt fine to doing it, and my grandfather is my inspiration for doing this. So that's the reason why I chose culinary arts. It's what it's what I wanted to do, just not this soon. And yeah, I would just say lifestyle for the simple fact that, in a way, it helped you grow in every part of life, and you get faced with all type of challenges or whatever. So if you make a business out of it, you may get clients who you don't connect with right off, and they may teach you something about your lifestyle that you didn't know that you knew. So it would have to be, to me, if I had to choose one, it would have to be more of a lifestyle.
That's a wrap.